Hey everyone, hope you guys doing well. So in today's video, I'm gonna talk about Subtail. Right? Now, if you don't know what Subtail is, watch this video. I'm gonna explain it with real life deal that we just did last month. First, if you don't know me, my name is Waleed Yousif, real estate investor here in South Texas. Here's the thing with this one, obviously, you reach out to sellers in foreclosure by calling or, Google, marketing. However, this one actually, it came from PPC, right? They saw our ad online and then they reached out to us. It was like, okay, I want to sell my home, but here's the thing. I pretty much have just 2 days to, to solve all of that. The story was, Joe, what happened is that went and purchased a land, have, some cash to, do a construction, build a home, on that land. Joe basically ran out of money, right? Didn't have more money to spend on construction, and now he's even behind on some, credit cards for, for the construction and also, on the land. Okay, so what's the option that we usually have? One, I probably would do something like, maybe TRO, temporary restraining order, and kind of like, not having the property go to foreclosure. Second, the option that I had to, to do is that what's called, Subtail, because that would allow us to, one, stop the foreclosure, right, by paying off those back payments, right, and allow us time to do our research, clearing title, checking what we can do, if it's a good fit. And so that's obviously an investment that we have to do, or we can always, borrow that money. So that's almost was, $6,000, right? That we have basically to pay. Now, if you're a beginner, you probably say, okay, so what is Subtail? I don't get it. You probably have heard of Subject to, right? What is Subject to, right? Subject to, it's basically buying the property subject to existing, lien or loan that's in the property. Right? Retail, it's basically, that's when you fix the property, have it on the open market for like, first-time family home buyer. In this one, we can't really just buy it subject to, because the property, it's not in a livable condition. The construction is not finished yet. And we can't really do it at a retail too, because we don't even have time, because remember, we only had 4 days to solve this. So we had to basically combine this and use, Subtail to get that done. And that's exactly what we did. We invested $6,000, pay the lender, also to the seller, as well as do the closing. Now we are the owners of the property. First thing we had to do, we stopped the auction. Second, open escrow. If there's any lien or judgment or anything. Now that you know how it works, you might be asking, okay, can we basically use this such strategy? So a couple things. One, we stopped the auction. Second, didn't really have to, come up to the table with a big amount, right? And get a discount price property. Other thing is that, which is very, very important, is that really have to bring hard money. Number 4, again, it's a pretty much, good investment to have. From there, we go and, clear title, everything. And now basically we come to, closing. Took probably about, 45 days, right? Because we gotta, solve the liens and all that thing. And now basically, as you can see, got low payment, a good investment, good for the seller, stop the auction, good obviously for us, because we were able, obviously we put a lot of effort into it. We're able to get that, assignment, pretty much win-win for, for everyone. And so that's how we were able to use really a Subtail, and we're able to make almost 10,000 plus on this deal. So just want to share that with you in case you come across something similar. Feel free to reach us. Sunbelt cash offer. We buy, we assign, and we can help you if you have same situation. If you have similar deals but you don't have the experience to do it, feel free to reach us. Sunbelt cash offer. I'll be happy to take a look and see if that would be a good fit for us. Until next time, if you have any question about Subtail or anything like similar of what I explained here, please feel free to put them in the comment. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Till next time, take care. Bye bye.